If you feel like life just got a bit more difficult, it did. Actually, matter of fact, life's pretty difficult for most people, especially if you're in America right now. But if you feel like life has been a bit hard lately, Spirit is coming through specifically to let you know right now. It is due to the fact that you just leveled up. You're not on the same. You beat that shit. You figured that shit out already. You got past that. You're onto some new shit. That's why you're like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? Why is this not like, where am I? You know what I mean? It's bigger than you just, switched realities or timeline hopped and quantum leaping. I mean, it's all of it, part of it. But really, what it is whatever you was doing became too easy for you. It was clockwork. It was like your angels were like, okay, we gotta spice this shit up a little bit. We gotta make this shit interesting. Yeah, there's progress being made, but you're gonna you're gonna have to push yourself beyond your limits. Okay, Spirit is really, really, really coming through. Maybe a little bit of tough love. Okay, your angels are giving you a bit of tough love at the moment, but it's because they want to see how far you take it. They want to see what you are actually capable of. I mean, they know, but they want you to see what you're capable of when you push yourself. Really push yourself. I mean, you're probably, when you do push yourself, you're like, damn, I did that. But by the end of the year, you're going to have that feeling, but like you've never felt it before. It's going to be like times 100, times 1,000. Literally by the end of the year. Whatever it is you're going through, whatever obstacles you're facing, you feel like setback, this and that and the other. I'm telling you, with the experience you have under your belt, life experience, work experience, creative experience, all the above, the things that you've gotten through, you've healed, everything that you've accumulated so far in your past, you're gonna have to use all of it and more. You're gonna have to discover new things about yourself. You're gonna have to discover new things about yourself, because some of the old ways that you used to do shit, it's not gonna work on this level. I hate to break it to you. I really do. I hate to break it to you. I don't mean to burst your bubble. But if you're going through a difficult time right now, Spirit is saying it's because you're meant to be so great. You can't be great and just live the same life and do the same and have the same fucking game plan forever. You're gonna have to make some changes at every level. At every level, you're gonna have to make changes. That's how it goes. Just because you get past one cycle of life doesn't mean the next cycle of life is gonna be easier, because the next cycle of life probably looks completely different. There's knowledge that you've gained from previous cycles, from previous phases, from previous eras, so to speak, that you can use, but you're not going to be able to break the new cycle by just using the knowledge that you attain from past experiences. You're going to have to use the knowledge that you're actively gaining from your current experience. I know that that's not the most profound thing you've ever heard, truly, but Spirit really is just encouraging you if you're seeing this video, because I know it's hard. It's hard for a lot of people right now, all right? But there's something in you that is so different. It's so different than what most people have in them. Most people, they're like, okay, you know what? I'm comfortable right now. Figured out a way. I figured out a way to exist and sort of just what's the word? Cruising is good, okay? They call it cruising, right? I think they call it cruising like when you save up money and then you quit your job and then you don't work for a little bit and you live off of the money that you save. They call that cruising. Some of you could be doing that right now, literally, but I'm speaking more metaphorically or spiritually. Cruising, which isn't a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also not necessarily a good thing, especially if you don't have new opportunities or experiences coming in, or you're not allowing yourself to learn from those new opportunities or experiences because you're too caught up on what you've already done and you're not focused on what more you could do. So this is the path you're on. This is what you've asked for. This is what you've committed yourself to. The Spirit is saying it may be harder than ever. Whatever situation, whatever spot you're in, it may literally feel like it's harder than ever to get out of or whatever. But it is. But it's only because once you figure this level out, where Spirit's going to take you by the end of the year, going into the next year, okay? And things are going to get better in the coming months. In July, in August, things are going to get better, 1,000%. 1,000% things are going to get better. They always do. You already know Spirit always comes through. But you can't just sit back and just pray about it. Praying is good. There's a new way of taking action that you're going to have to discover for yourself. So I hope that sort of made sense. For a lot of people, you're probably watching this like, shut the fuck up. And I totally get it because, like I said, if you're an American, ooh-wee, this shit is trash right now. But hang in there. Spirit's just saying hang in there, okay? If you fuck with my content, please follow me on Instagram. The link's in my bio. Posting more when it comes to my music and other sorts of content over there. So continue to show love across all platforms. Let's continue to grow. And keep pushing yourself, man. Push yourself harder and harder and harder and harder. Okay?